We are in Duluth, Minnesota for our first car show of the year. Motorhead Madness at the DECC, the Duluth Entertainment and Conference Center, something like that. Hi there, how are you? Think American Express?
Yep.
Motorhead Madness for all the Motorheads. Harley XR 1200. These things are awesome because they're fast. The Royal Enfield. This is what Bill's motorcycle was modeled after. 72 Suzuki. I remember these when I was a kid. They were common commuter vehicles, easy on the gas budget back then. A BSA, it's a British bike. BSA stands for Birmingham Small Arms. They made weapons in World War II. BSA was founded in 1861, making firearms. And then they got into motorcycles, starting producing motorcycles, I believe, in 1910. The Honda Aero. It's cute. 1955 Harley Bonneville record holder out on the Bonneville Salt Flats. It did 136.114 miles per hour. No comfort there. Roadrunner. We get a frontal view of it. 69, 500-inch stroker 440. I like that. Lots of horsepower there. Mopar muscle. It's my jam right there. This is cat lover on the license plate. Lincoln Premier, look at the little wing windows on the back window. 1956. Battlebots. If you remember the old show, I believe it was on Discovery Channel. We all loved it back in the day. The 1992 mid-engine right-hand drive Toyota. Early 90s Toyota MR2. Really cool cars back in the day. You see the engine in the back here? I bet this thing just rips. Got the original operating manual from 1946, but it's 46 Woody. You never see a Dodge Dart lowrider. Looks like a bike rack on the back. Maybe. Oh, it's a 74 Plymouth Roadrunner, four-wheel drive. '37 Chevy. Really nice graphics on that one. Love the paint. simple graphics, but the graphics are the same color as the Indy XLT. Indy snowmobile in the back. I had one just like it back in the day. That was not mine. Got a Dodge Daytona here. Highly doubt it's a real one, but still cool nonetheless. And here we have the Chevy Greenbrier van. The van version of the Corvair, and we saw two of them at the show.
Corvair 95 here. It's a ramp side pickup is what they started out as. Where that door was the ramp. Not to be biased, but you won't find another one like this. There's only 300 of them ordered for the life of the truck.
Really?
From 61 to 64. Just on a whim, my son sent us a marketplace ad. And I thought, oh God, we got 4 other vehicles at home.
Yeah.
Well, then she started doing research, how rare it is. It's like, oh yeah, I think we got to do it.
That's neat. What's the horsepower?
I'm not quite sure. Started out at 80.
Yeah.
But somebody put 140 horse heads on it.
Oh, really?
And changed the intake to accept 4 carbs, except 2 of them are still blocked out. They didn't put the other 2 carbs on. So you're still dumping in 2 single barrel carbs into 144 hours. So we got a huge compression chamber, but no extra gas to go in.
Right.
So I'd be able to do 60 easily. You got GQ post.
This international rat rod semi was one of my favorite picks of the show. There's a Cummins diesel in it. If you notice, the fenders are widened, and they used heavy-duty old chains to do the widening in the middle of the fenders and welded them in. This thing is super awesome, and it's a tremendous build. You don't see many Rambler Marlins. I love the Fastback in the rear window. This is a Buick Reatta. This is a Buick's idea of a sports car. I guess you would maybe not call it a 2-seater because it's got room behind the seats, but yeah. So Motorhead Madness features this huge radio-controlled builders area and fun place for people to experience radio-controlled cars and racing and stuff like that. And they had this cool racetrack set up. You could run cars, and it's just fun to watch. We'd spent like 10 minutes there just spectating. So, I mean, it's cool. And it makes you want to get into RC cars and RC racing and stuff like that. Now this one's got a prop roll. So we saw 3 or 4 Volkswagen Beetles at the show, and this one was by far the most impressive. Had long travel shocks in the back, way up into the roll bar in the back of the body. Had the big cage for the engine in the back, and had I don't know how many inches of travel, but it was impressive. And in the front, it was all tubular frame. Long travel shocks again in the front. Fiberglass front end, as can be expected on a Baja. Nice headlights in the front. Big tires, what you need for running through the desert. I like the roof rack too. It adds to it. I don't know how functional it is, but it adds to it. So you can see how much travel it has in the front there. That's really cool. The interior was fully functional, set up for off-road. And got the seats with the harnesses attached to the roll bar, and it was just a cool vehicle. All set up, and to me, are the 3 or 4 Beetles that were there by far the most well engineered and well thought out. It might not look very pretty to some people, but to those in the know, this thing was well engineered. You've heard of the Chevy Nova before, right? They have the Buick Apollo. Same body style. Not as popular as the Nova. This would be fun too. Chevy Trackers. Pick it up and move it. Put the bottles in the back. Nissan 350Z. This would be a fun little ride. 66 Chevelle. Super cheap. Got one-piece windows. Replacement solid rubber trim. See the Snowbrew? He's doing graphics. He's doing graphics. Doing a wrap. So we headed to lunch at the deck, and they had surprisingly good food. We got the porchetta and the Italian beef. And I gotta say, it was pretty delicious. So, thumbs up to the food department at the Duluth Entertainment and Convention Center. Oh, yeah. We got the Roadsters here, the Fords. That's 31. Who's got the fender on the front? Those two have the convertible top. The dots. Those is making sure you have the hole exactly in the middle of the tail end. Cool cars, I'd drive them. Yeah. Got your Mustang Mach 1. I like the rear window louvers. My brother totaled one of these back in the day. Nice car. Vehicular hermaphrodite. It's not an El Camino. It's a Ranchero. So this particular owner of this Ranchero had a binder there on the table. And he had pictures of the teardown and rebuild and restoration of this Ranchero. And it's very, very nice. The body panels are straight as an arrow. And I believe it said it was the original color, the original silver paint. And it's a beautiful example of what these Rancheros can do. The counterpart is the El Camino for Chevy, but they're both very unique in their own right, and this one was very nicely done. And of course, the Ranchero was built off the Galaxy platform. The front end is basically a Galaxy, and the Chevy El Camino was built on the Chevelle platform. They just basically had a pickup truck bed in the back and made it more of a utility version, a utility vehicle. And they were very useful for the time and kind of a cross between a car and a truck, but they're very iconic and very well received. Oh, I love this sign. That's a lighted sign. Stop, highway patrol. custom trunk latchage. 62 Plymouth Valiant can be had for only $9,800. Got the 41 Chevy. It's got the swamp cooler in the window. You fill it with ice, and that's your air conditioning. Old school air. It's interesting, it's a two-door. Most of the time those 1940s coupes were 4 doors. 49 Chevy. Cup holders. Ooh. Snazzy. Custom third brake light. Center console. Tilt steering. Headlight work. A little Frenching going on there. Very nice, very nice. Remember, who was it? Fred Astaire, the mailman, and Santa Claus is coming to town? That's what he drove. Model T conversion. It's got skis on the front. Pretty cool. That's a Buick 401 Nailhead. That's a neat car. I'd love to hear it run. That front end, that's, that silhouette, that's a t-shirt right there. That's just a beautiful, beautiful truck. There's your definition of a show car right there. It's a nice representation of a Fastback Chevy Impala. I believe we've seen this one before, somewhere last year. Most of them had bench seats. You guys notice about this? No post. It's just a gorgeous car. It says it's Minnesota Street Rod Association Collector of the Year too. So it's a pretty prestigious award. This one's an El Camino. The other one was a Ranchero. He's got the blue dots also. This particular El Camino is the 1964 version. It's got the front end of a Chevelle, 406 stroker motor, turbo 350, 12-bolt posi. A lot of power for this little car. You say, what is this thing? It looks like the Batmobile. Okay, we're looking at the Batmobile here. No, not really. This is a Cheetah. When we were in Iola last year, there were 2 of these, and they were the real thing. They were authentic. This one is a replica. Extremely well done replica. Still amazingly cool cars.